For some time now, the homeless population has been cast out, only being seen as a problem or menace to our society. There is a stereotype of being violent drug users or alcoholics that surrounds this group. This stigma leaves a negative outlook on the value many put on their lives, even though they are another human being who is struggling just like anyone else may. While it is true that many within this group do have drug or alcohol problems, it would be wrong to make that link to every homeless individual. The stereotypes that have set up the image of the homeless are just another display of our society creating exclusion. Somehow, our culture has created this idea to shun out groups of individuals whom they see to be a problem. Instead of caring for one another, there are negative motives that have come with interacting with these people. In this society that we have grown up around, there is an idea put into our heads warning that there is a danger towards interaction with the homeless. This is another inaccurate perception that has stemmed from the negative mindset. Though this isn't to deny that each situation is different, and there may be some times where a possible danger is involved. Mental health instability has become an increasing affliction to the homeless population. Recent recordings conclude that 20 to 25% of the homeless population suffer from severe mental illness, whereas 6% of the non-homeless have a severe mental health affliction. The attitude toward mental health has been another topic that may attract negative attention. The thing that I put up for consideration is why it has become so wrong to care for those who may need it. The world we live in can be a scary place for everyone. There are pressures for making the right living, and not everything will map out perfectly for each person. Instead of shaming those who are living on the streets, we should be trying to understand why people are homeless. In an economic system where acquiring a capital is the road to success, there will be individuals with a larger capital than others, and some who have no assets. Getting to a point of having no assets could happen to anybody. Regardless of individual actions, the last recession displayed that an abrupt economic change can lead to a spike in poverty. In many ways, there is an illusion that life is a much happier and easier picture than it is. Ignoring the homeless can be a way to look past the mere realization that we are in a society that has major gaps in wealth and quality of life. It's time we show these people compassion. This is not because we should feel sorry for them, but because they deserve to be recognized and given the dignity that each person has their own right to. There's a valuable lesson that can be learned when lending a hand to the homeless. I have walked the streets of Skid Row in Los Angeles multiple times in its peak hours where the homeless are settling in for the night. There are dead rodents lying on the street and a lingering smell of urine everywhere. This area contains one of the largest stable populations of the homeless in the United States. The streets are crowded with tents and sleeping bags as thousands of homeless collect for the night. That being recognized, it is a place that has brought valuable lessons to my life. Many of the homeless are shocked when you approach them with a genuine purpose. Though I was on a mission of bringing meals to the homeless, the greater experience was in the connection with these people. The number of individuals who ended up emotional just after asking their name was shocking to me, but they barely get recognized for the identity that they hold. When shunning off the homeless, it is not easily considered that we are disregarding another human being for what value they hold. Every time there is an interaction with the homeless, it should not be giving them a few dollars. There is a greater joy that may come from offering a meal, socks, or even just a conversation. With making the first step be something that has a genuine motive, the sense of compassion for these people can only grow. I have heard some of the most amazing stories and encouraging comments from my encounters with the homeless. They have given me more reasons to treasure the life that I live and put value to the way I approach my own life. The positivity that many of these people display is quite shocking when they are not in ideal conditions. There still is a hope that many of them hold on to, and it is touching to hear them share the positive views they have for life and the world around them.